So welcome everyone to your geometry class. Okay. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to start giving some discussion of daily work that we have given the past week. Okay. So I'm going to start with lesson 1.5 using formulas in geometry. Okay. So I'm going to start reviewing the formulas that we saw in class last week. Okay. So the formulas that we start talking about perimeter and area. Okay. And we start talking about rectangle. Okay. This is basically a rectangle. It has two sides that are congruent and two sides that are congruent. Okay. So the length and the width. Okay. Tenemos el largo y el ancho. Okay. So to find the perimeter of a rectangle, the formula that we're going to use is the following. Okay. We got perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay. And to find the area of a rectangle, we're going to simply multiply the length times the width. Okay. So that's basically the rectangle formulas. Okay? So if we're talking about the square has 4 sides that are congruent or equal. Okay? So if we want to find the perimeter of the square, we just multiply 4 by the length of the sides. Okay? And if we want to find the area, we're gonna find the side to the square. Okay? The value of the side square. Okay? When we're talking about a triangle, this is what we have. Okay? If we want to find the perimeter of a triangle, we said in class that we add the side A, side B, and side C, and that's basically what when we're trying to find the perimeter of a triangle. Okay? To find the area, the formula says that we got 1/2 of the multiplication of the base times the height. Okay? If we don't have the height, students, we're gonna use side A, that is basically the same. Okay? Side A is basically the height of the triangle. Okay? Or we can also use the other formula, that is the multiplication of the base times the height divided by 2. Those are equal. Okay? We also talk about another geometric figure, that is the circle. Okay? To find the circumference of the circle, that is how long is the segment from this side to this side, the formula are the following. To find the circumference, is equal to pi times the diameter, or we can also use to find the circumference 2 times pi times the radius. Okay? And to find the area, we said that the formula we're going to use is pi times r squared, or pi to the radius squared. Okay? So let's discuss the examples or the problems that we gave last week, Monday, September 21, 2020, okay, from lesson 1.5, okay? So we're gonna find the perimeter and area of a square, okay, with the sides that have 5 inches, okay? So let's write a square. Let's write a square. Okay? So I got my square. Okay? So each side gonna have 5 inches, okay? That is not like a real representation of a 5-inch square, but just so you can see it, okay? So we're gonna use the formula of square, okay? We're gonna use the perimeter formula, okay? To find the perimeter of the square. So basically, we're gonna multiply 4, because there are 4 sides, by 5, okay? So when you multiply that, the answer is gonna be, for the perimeter, it's gonna be 20 inches. So we got the perimeter of the square. Okay? So now we're gonna find the area of this square. Okay? The area formula is the following: S squared. So to find the area, we're gonna use the side that is 5. So it's gonna be 5 squared, or 5 times 5. It's the same. Okay? So the area of the square is 25 inches squared, because we're finding the area. Okay? So there you have the area of the square. Okay? So now we're going to go to the problem B. Find the perimeter and area of a rectangle that has a length of 6 inches and width of 4 inches. So let me draw the rectangle. It's going to be something like this. Okay. So the length in this case is 6 inches. Okay, 6 inches. So here we're gonna have the same length. Okay, and in the width, el ancho is gonna be 4 inches. Okay, so let's use both formulas. Okay, I'm gonna start with the perimeter formula. The perimeter formula for the rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay, so basically this is what it's going to look like. Okay? I got the formula. Is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. I'm gonna substitute everything in the formula. So it's 2 times 6 plus 2 times 4. Okay. So I'm gonna multiply that. I'm gonna obtain that 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 2 times 4 is 8. So the area, the perimeter, sorry, for this rectangle is 20 inches. 20 inches. Okay, so there we have the perimeter. Now let's find the area of this rectangle. And we're gonna use the formula of area. That is the multiplication of the length times the width. Okay, so let's do it. Okay. We got area, and it's the multiplication of the length times the width. Okay, you see this dot? This dot means multiplication. Okay, so we're gonna multiply the length times the width. So this is going to be, esto sería, it's going to be 6 times 4. Okay. So the area of this rectangle is 24 inches. Okay, so there we have the area of the rectangle. Okay, so now let's work with our third problem. Find the perimeter and area of a triangle in this case. Okay, so we're gonna use the perimeter formula. That is, perimeter is equal to A, side A plus side B plus side C. So we're gonna add all the sides. Okay, let's do it. It's going to be something like this. Let me see if this fits here. So we got the perimeter formula. Let me do it here. Perimeter. So it's going to be side A plus side B plus side C. So we're gonna do this. It's gonna be 5x plus 6 plus x plus 4. So we're gonna add like terms and solve for it. So we got in the first part, we got 5x plus 1x, so that's going to be 6x. And we also gonna, so it is this, and 6 and 4 are equal. So the answer is gonna be 6x plus 10. That's the perimeter of this example. Any questions? So that's basically the perimeter of this triangle. Okay? So now let's find the area of a triangle. Okay? And now I'm going to use either of those formulas, sorry. 1/2 of times the base times the height, or I can use this one. I'm going to use the first one. Okay? So we're gonna use it. It's going to be area 1 is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. So I'm gonna substitute everything I have. So this is going to be area 1 divided by 2. The base is 6 times the height, that is x plus 4. Okay. So now we're gonna apply the distributive property of multiplication, okay? Because we got 6 and the base, the height, sorry, is x plus 4. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna apply the distributive property, so it's going to be 1/2. 6x is 6x, and 6 times 24 is 6 times 4 is 24, sorry. And we're gonna divide 6x by 2 and 24 divided by 2. So the answer is going to be 3x plus 12. Okay. So that's basically these two exercises. Okay. I'm going to pause the video to do the last one so we can see it.